Hey guys, Music here, back with another Identity 5 video. So I know it's been a while since I've released a Survivor video, so I thought I'd give you guys a Survivor video today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I've got one match here for you all, and this is going to be on Red Church. I'm going to be playing the Gravekeeper here. So Gravekeeper is one of my favorite survivors to play, and you can see I almost run like straight into the Hunter there. So that's not exactly a great start to the game. He's already got good chase. So notice what I do with that geisha there. I heard the ability there and I immediately pressed that button to skill check, and that's a really important thing to be able to do there. So you see that she jumps the window, and I'm gonna shovel here just to take a hit, and then I'm gonna run out the door, and I'm just gonna try to look around for an area. I'm currently playing with the forward here, so he was like, run through this pallet, I'll get a stun in, and that can actually be really unexpected for the Hunter there. So if you're playing with someone else, setting up those kinds of traps can be really helpful. But the geisha is still going to chase me. He's not going to go after the forward because the forward doesn't have good decoding. And you notice you don't always have to press the button to interrupt geisha's ability. You can also do that by just kind of wrapping around walls and stuff. But whenever you hear that ability, it's really good to do a skill check. So you can see I'm just kind of tight kiting here. I haven't even thrown down any pallets yet. That was my first pallet I've thrown down. Another skill check there, and now I believe this is the point when the geisha leaves me. And that means it's time to decode. So yeah, the forward there was just setting up his kiting route there. So we didn't know where she was at this point. We knew she went somewhere over here, but I was going to go for that cipher over there because I believe that it's been started. But I end up seeing the geisha over there, and at that point I tell the forward, hey, you need to get over there to harass, I'll finish this cipher here. So you can see he leaves the cipher, I go back to it, and I'm going to decode while the forward goes to harass. And the mechanic spot is also here. So at this point we've got 3 ciphers remaining, nobody's been hit yet. We're in really good shape, especially with the mechanic decoding around. That was kind of a pain, the mechanic spot failed the cipher calibration, but it's no big deal because let's see, the geisha is somewhere around here, but there are only 2 ciphers remaining. So at this point I'm going to be looking for another cipher to start, and I decide to pick this one here. But instead of doing that right away, I'm like, hey, he's like, hey, heal me up. So I end up going behind that chair, seeing if we can hide there, but then the geisha ends up catching us here, healing up. So I'm like, you go, I'll body block, and I end up last second getting a body block in there. So at this point it would be a good idea for me to heal, but at this point I'm like, okay, I'm underground, I can body block again. So this is really nice here because I can absorb another hit for these 2 survivors. And now I'm just going to be sort of looping these pallets here. And at this point I see that there are 3 survivors in that area, so I'm like, okay, I need to leave so that we can decode. I'm one of the better decoders on this team. The mechanic still has her bot, I believe, but everybody's injured, so her decoding is really slow at this point. So now at this point I'm just trying to, we've got accelerated decoding, so it's not going to take super long to be able to finish this cipher, but we decide to heal up because there's 2 ciphers remaining, and one of us is going to have to eventually go in for a save. And you can see the forward's got her distracted right now. She's coming over here trying to disrupt, but also the mechanic's going to be able to get up at any point too. So what he was doing was he was doing a whole lot of disrupting there. made it so that the mechanic, I believe, actually has enough time to use exit path, but I'm not completely sure. And I could go and help them heal, but I figured the priestess already has a healing buff, so my decoding is going to be more useful, especially with one cipher remaining. So they're all healing up there. I'm working on the last cipher here. I didn't know if I was going to have to run out there, but at this point, the forward's waiting for an opportunity to get a save in there. And this geisha should be keeping in mind that I'm decoding the last cipher here. And that portal allows us to have another exit path to and from the church. So at this point, it's almost completely decoded, and now I have the cipher primed. So now at this point, I see everybody's running this way, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pop it. And that's another thing too, not everybody has to be hit. If you see that nobody's really close to being down or hit by the hunter, you can also pop the cipher when a lot of when the hunter isn't really close to finishing off a chase. So at that point, I was debating which way to go, and I decided to loop this way back into church. Now, at this point, I know I'm not going to escape this kite. So at this point, I'm just trying to buy as much time for my teammates as I can. And I'm trying to do this so she can't use her skill through it. And I know she doesn't have windows. That was a very, very lucky window vault there. But now I was trying to get a stun there. That would have been an opportunity for me to transition. But it's GG at this point. That's going to be a 3-man. And you can see where the early kite from me, the cooperation led to, between me and the forward, led to a really good game that ultimately led to our win. And yeah, that's the game. If you enjoyed that video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and be sure to share this video or any other videos on my channel that you think might benefit other players. And thanks for watching.